Hello, everyone. We're back. Legends of Wildemount 52 or something. Some announcements before we begin. Color Change is our charity of choice. You can donate to that wonderful charity and all of our VOD links. It's all there in the chat. It's also there as a link in chat. We have a Patreon $3 tier, and our Patreon gets you supplemental content for your D&D campaigns every month. June's is a Domain of Dread called the Fleshmire, which you can check out. Next month's, who knows what it's going to be. I might do like a monster pack, which is a bunch of monsters that you've seen on stream, like my homebrew monsters you've seen on stream. I might release some of those. Who knows? Also, you may notice that our currently most watched campaign is no longer on YouTube VOD or Twitch VOD. That's our Ravenloft campaign that we were doing on Sunday nights. It just didn't uphold. So if anyone's like, hey, where's the Ravenloft stuff? We were watching that. Where is it? Answer that is it wasn't upholding, the standards I have for the content we make here. Nothing like bad or anything. Just it wasn't upholding any standards, so it's gone. It'll come back in July, rebooted essentially. Very similar to how we did our Dungeon of the Mad Mage thing, with rebooted with like a new cast kind of thing. So that's how we're doing it. 3 of the 4 have been picked. So if you want to join, just join our Discord. The Discord link's everywhere, and under our application stuff and announcements, you can find all that stuff. And it's also, I think I'm also putting the application link in our podcast stuff right now. But yeah, so that's gonna come back in July. Whole new cast. I don't know when in July yet, but some point in July. July 8th. Our follow-up to the Thursday night game is happening. Taking place at the Shadowfell. I wrote the first session already. It's good to go. It's in the can. So we'll be back Thursday nights with Lex and Garrett and some other familiar faces. Yeah. That's Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The Never-Ending Dream. It's a campaign about people getting pulled into the Shadowfell when they fall asleep in the material plane. Specifically people getting pulled into the Shadowfell when they dream. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. We're casting for our next campaign that's going to be happening on Sundays. Is 5:15 p.m. Eastern Time, that campaign. The follow-up to Soldiers of the Lich Queen. If you want to join that campaign, reach out to Sam, who you'll be seeing on our next stream tonight. He's handling the casting process, so I don't have to do anything, which is great. Yeah. No air date yet for that. That's everything, I think. So, last we left off, you all fought on a bridge. Fought a roper and a gibbering chasm. The encounter went real well. Everyone survived. Long story short, last session was mostly an encounter. You found a sort of keystone-esque, can't think of the name of it right now, circle-shaped keystone, and it said some creepy stuff on it. Return to a door you couldn't get through previously. Open said door with this keystone, and found yourselves in Bazzoxan. And as you entered Bazzoxan, a bunch of Aurora Watch soldiers, about 15 or so, approached the group yelling, "Hey, halt! You basically just came out of a door that's sealed. How the fuck did that happen?" That's where we're going to pick up, with you all exiting this weird temple and these Aurora Watch soldiers sprinting up.
Whoa. Yeah, jeez, it's bright.
Then they see Lindak, and they'll put their weapons away.
You're talking to... Okay.
And they look at everybody, kind of confused as to how you got... How did you get out of there? Like, how did you get in there in the first place? We didn't see you come this way.
We came in a different way.
There's a different way.
I look to Lindak. I'm like, I don't know how much these people know.
Lindek's like, yeah. He kind of points to Ozian, who's currently in disguise right now. He knew about a secret door. And they'll turn and pivot towards Ozian. How did you know about this door?
Gravel's gonna kind of step next to him to kind of hopefully give him a little bit of confidence and strength. Like Gravel just wants to be there to like tell him essentially with his body language that I'm here for you, man.
Alright, he's like, reading old stories and it mentioned a secret passage that way. With a deception check on advantage, that's an 18 plus 6. Oh, alright. Do you know where it is? Yep.
Yeah. It's a little bit off the beaten path on the way from Jagal through the mountains.
Alright. Well then, you all look like shit. Is there anything you need?
Wait, do I? And he pulls out a mirror.
Oh yeah, you guys look awful.
Oh, God. 9 hells. That's bad.
Do you need food, drink, place to sleep?
Yes.
A place
all
to
of
rest
it,
would be
please.
appreciated.
Yes, please.
Not to put a damper on anyone, we did just wake up today.
Well, not rest, not sleep necessarily, but just
Relax.
relax.
We've been on edge for
We have a
like 2 days.
we have a single inn in town.
Yes, that would do. If you could lead us there, that would be much appreciated.
We're a little busy, but Lindek
Oh.
knows the area, so Lindek's like, yeah, I can do it.
By the way, we'd be remiss not to tell you, there's some screwed up stuff in there.
Yeah, we knew that. There's demons come out of there all the time.
No. There's like a creature that has crystals growing out of its blood and like parasites feasting off of it, and those crystals explode, and it's just all around really bad. There's a huge portal, like,
Yeah,
and
we saw
it's-
some sort of portal that was open. We didn't
The
know
whole-
what came out of it, but
the whole place seemed tampered with, and now it seems since we've exited that it's just kind of open.
Do you see the doors that are still open? And you can see the keystone symbols on the outside as well. They're like, can we have that?
Yeah, he's just like,
They take it, and they seal the doors once again. And they're like, I guess we're gonna send a task force down there. And they're trying to talk amongst themselves, and yeah, common. We should contact Varen then. Varen could lead the task force. Yeah, makes sense.
well, if you want any details as to what we encountered, we can do that at some time if needed. There's a lot to talk about. There's stuff that we even left alive down there because we just decided to run.
Huh. Lindek's like, I can show you guys the way down. And to this area they speak of. Oh, perfect. I guess we don't need to wait for Varen then. Alright. And Lindek's like, alright, friends, to the ready room. And he starts walking off.
he's going off with the.
Now he's not. The guards aren't following anybody because they're still on duty. Lindek is heading
Okay.
towards the inn because he knows the direction because this is where Lindek's from.
Oh, okay, I see.
Okay.
And we follow him.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a very small. Bazzoxan's small. People don't live here. It's mostly just soldiers. But Lindek eventually leads you to this building uh, and it's a plain, large, pointed barn. Atop the outside of the building is a sign that says "The Ready Room" in multiple languages, including Common. Uh, but it actually doesn't. In the next, like, what? The sign's different. It must have changed the name. It no longer says "The Ready Room." It says "The Ruddy Poon." Looks like someone painted the sign and now it's a different name.
What was the name again?
The Ruddy Poon.
The Ruddy Prune?
Poon. Poon.
Prune. Okay.
And that's not right. Oh, just so you all know, this is our trade hub here in Bazzoxan, and it's also the only lodging here in the city. There are no houses.
Sweet.
This is where everyone lives. The soldiers kind of live.
Right.
It's
Shall we?
it's definitely not the best place for. You guys aren't probably gonna find much here. Just a heads up.
Are there at least baths? I've got like 10 different kinds of blood on me.
There is, yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
we should take rooms for the night and then think about what we want to do in the morning. It's still daytime, but
But like I said, there's not much for y'all to do here in Bazzoxan.
Yeah, we've got places to go, don't we, gang?
Yeah.
we certainly have options. Yes.
We've got a certain package to deliver, and
Information to give.
yeah.
Hey, Linda, you said this is a trading hub?
Sort of.
Like they have gold?
Huh?
Yeah.
Do they have gold?
They have gold?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Prices here are very high though, compared to the rest of the continent.
All right.
Due to the
He just walks in.
Oh, all right. And Lindeck follows. The inside of the building is a large open space filled up with stacks of materials and equipment. There is also a ladder that leads up to an upper deck in the building that is utilized as lodging. It's a very rough and tumble looking place, and it's packed full of Aurora Watch soldiers.
Enak's gonna go to.
And there are 2 Drow kind of helping people out.
He looks to the deck and then to the Drow that are helping people, and he walks up. Is there one like a? I guess not really like a bartender. Would there be?
Not here, no.
Okay. He'll wait for one of the Drow to be free.
All right. One of the Drow approaches. Kind of common clothes, white hair, standard Drow. He walks over. Greetings. You're a new face.
Yes, I am. I have a question.
All right.
Do you want this? And he undoes the Morning Star and he offers it. It does. It's very strong against creatures that are not of the living.
Is it?
Yeah.
So it's
And
magical.
It is, yes.
Kind of like grimaces a bit. We don't really deal in magical items here. How much do you want for it?
I don't know, Lindak, what, like 10 gold?
Linux, like
Gravel. Yeah.
I said,
15?
I don't know. I don't buy magic items. I don't know how much they're worth, to be honest.
Well, look, whatever you think a fair price is, I'll take it. It's for your cause. If Lindak's going to stay here, I would like someone to have this.
Oh, hello, Lindak. Lindak's like, hello, Deleuze. It's like, right. Sorry, I was miles away.
All right. You look right here to me.
What's the rarity?
Blue.
That's more me trying to remember.
It's very-
that's such an Enoch answer.
Yeah.
It's just rare. It's just rare.
Okay, so now, just so you know, you'd probably get a price more close to what it's worth in Rexentrum, or a place that deals in magic like Rosanna?
Well, Rosanna has a big hole in it at the moment.
It does, yes.
And
But-
this will be a part of me here to ensure that Lindak is taken care of.
I really want to tell you how much I rolled for how much it's worth. 150 gold
All right, there you go.
gives you 150 gold Lindak. Just it's fine.
It's a lot in my book.
Just as an aside,
No. No
I
meta
don't wanna
stuff here. We don't want to hear it. We
Yo,
love you,
I'll
Justin.
cry. I'll cry.
Yeah. We don't
Me
want
as
to
the
hear
player will be
how
sad.
much it's worth. This is a completely role-play decision, and I'm behind it. I recognize that it is bad. I do not want to know how bad.
oh man, on a scale of 1 to 100. Yeah.
God.
All right, hands you 150 gold.
He like takes it back and he shakes it as he looks at gravel.
I mean, that sounds like a decent amount.
Yeah, it's heavy. Brown's on me.
Sounds good.
That
Any
should cover-
takers?
I bet that should cover a couple rounds. So
Oh no, not all this. What like he reaches in and grabs a handful.
And you can hear the drow over, like you can hear the two drow speaking. The one who was introduced as Deleuze. Prima, I need
He
your
grabs 10 gold
service.
pieces.
What?
He grabs 10 gold pieces from his pack.
Okay. I need you to.
Offers it to someone.
All right. I need your expertise for a second. And then he picks up the Morning Star and walks into the back with his sister.
Here's
And-
this gold.
After like a couple seconds, you just hear, "Oh, that's a lot."
Yes.
And then he comes back.
Thank you.
What's the gold on the counter for?
Oh, I'm buying rounds for everyone in the place.
Okay.
My friends included.
You kept
Please.
looking around. There's like 30 soldiers here, plus Enak, Lindak, Gravel, Talindra, Ornorian, Ocean. That's 7. No. Enak, Lindak, Gravel, Talindra, Ocean, Lindak, Ornorian. That's 7. Okay. Give me a sec.
The drow gets out their calculator.
Pulls out,
Abacus. It's an abacus.
pulls out an abacus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, all right.
All right. Let's just see here. Okay. That'll be. Stop it. Whatever. I don't care. Oh, this is dumb. Every drink is like 3 silver. That's 111 silver. That's 11 gold pieces.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, some people are not going to get
Yeah,
around.
Gravel throws another gold coin on there.
Okay.
And I'll subtract that right now.
He's like, alright, I'll start pouring everyone drinks. Oh, just a question, because people have been saying this a lot. Does the sign not say the ready room outside?
No.
Oh, I
It
think
says something about a
someone
dirty, a ready poop. Something.
The two drow turn to each other. I told you it was that the group that changed the sign. You didn't believe me.
I could fix it for you.
No, it's fine. We have someone here who could do it.
You guys got some problems with vandalism around town?
No. Just the last time we had a group come through, they were a little rambunctious, and I told my sister here that they must have vandalized the sign, but she didn't believe me.
I mean,
I believe you.
I mean, you can see it.
Right, I know.
Is you?
Maybe
Oh,
they didn't.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is your sister?
No,
No.
Maybe she just doesn't believe that.
she doesn't. She doesn't believe it was those people who did it.
Right.
Oh.
She likes them
okay.
so very much.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you that we don't have any intentions of of doing anything like that. So.
Yeah, I just want a bath.
The sign was painted over in magical paints. Do any of you have Dispel Magic by any chance?
I don't believe I have that.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Does it make a new sign? I can make a new sign for you.
No. I guess we'll just be called the Ruddy Poon.
Woodcarver's tools.
We're just gonna be called the Ruddy Poon. Yes. So, rooms for the evening. It is 9 a.m. You know that, right?
Do we want to stay for the day, or do we want to go out tonight?
Honestly, as a person that has just been through hell for a couple days, I hope you don't mind if we take a day off and just kind of relax a bit. Either be in the bed or walking around town with living people. It's a nice break from, wallowing in the the entrails of beings that we have taken apart in a dungeon.
I certainly think that's fair. How much are your rooms?
A little expensive. It's 5 gold a night per person. Well, that's 2 outside people. Because we have to kind of put the Aurora Watch first. They get priority rooms. So for them, it's a gold piece a night. But for people like people such as yourselves, civilians, so to say, it's 5 gold a night. But because you are friends of Lindax, 1 gold piece a night.
I'll cover myself, Talindra, and he's pointing to.
No, I can cover myself. That's fine.
Oh.
I have money.
I'll cover Ozian and Honorian. You probably don't have anything on your person.
Just this shield.
Yeah, I'll cover you too, bud.
All right.
Enak, you just got a whole bunch of gold. I'll leave you to cover yourself. That's
I'll
one.
cover myself.
A single piece. Should
Just
be
one.
good enough.
Just
All right.
one, okay.
But if you're like looking for anything to do in town, there isn't any. This is our only place of interest, and then there's the Umber Gates. And
I think honestly, just having a place, a comfortable, dry place, will be nice. So, thank you very much.
Honestly, a hot meal and just a bed to lay down in for the day is that's gonna mean so much.
We've had a bit of a rough few days. So
I can tell.
Yeah.
Do you have a kitchen?
Yes.
Would you be all right if I cooked in the kitchen?
Are you good at cooking?
I'm very good at cooking, actually.
How good?
I can make these little treats that give you a little boost in your health.
Have you worked in the kitchen before?
Yeah. Well, sort of. I mean, it wasn't called a kitchen.
My
It
buddy
was
Enak.
outside.
My buddy Enoch here, Gravel's just gonna step in. Once found us some berries. Traveling the wilderness, they gave us magical properties. It was quite fortuitous in the moment. He has a good nose.
I can't remember.
He really does.
It's deception.
Give me a deception check with advantage.
Okay.
And then Enoch, you can also do a persuasion check with advantage.
Yay.
All right, shout him at me.
Gravel got a 24 on his deception.
Okay.
He not got a 17 on his persuasion.
Sure, but wash up first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course.
And you're not going to get paid.
That's okay. I have my own stuff. I just wanted a place to actually cook. Thank you, though.
Right, and as you're all kind of like just chilling, when you were like walking through the city streets of Bazzoxan, 81% of the population of Bazzoxan is Drow. And you can easily tell it's very focused on the military. Most of the people wear armor and are armed, and the civilian to soldier ratio is about 1 to 4. And the population is about 2,610. So, yeah, population ratio from civilian to soldier is 1 to 4, so mostly soldier.
Everybody else kind of fills like some type of support role.
Yeah.
Then.
And there are only like 2 sort of points of interest. And yeah, as you're kind of like walking around and stuff, and you got a better look at the place, it's located in the jagged kind of cliffs at the northernmost point of this mountain range. And above the town rises a giant ancient jet black temple tower, climbing towards the sky and emerging from the rock in multiple places, as though it was built into the rock as part of its structure. That's kind of the area you all came out of. Big gates, black gates.
Would I have heard of this place?
Oh, yeah.
Being yeah, okay.
At the base is the village of Bazzoxan, scattered structures built on ruins. So it's very not great. Street corners are all marked with large iron watchtowers on the perimeter of the village, and the streets are constantly being patrolled. And there are very few lights because I don't need them. And when
Good
the
thing
sun's
it's morning.
when the sun's out, they're all just like helmets on, hats on, so they don't have to see the sunlight. Yeah, you can all find your rooms if you choose.
Is Lindak still with us, or has he gone off?
He's currently talking privately to some Aurora Watch soldiers.
Okay. Okay. I will wait till he's done.
I feel like it's going to be a bit.
Okay, I'll just hang out with the rest of the group while I wait.
I hope none of you mind. I'm gonna go to my room and take a bath.
Yeah, I'll bring you food.
I think I'm starting to grow fungus on me.
I can cure that.
Oh,
No, I
Is it-
can't.
that's a Norian, right?
Well,
All right.
toodaloo. And he just walks upstairs. The ladder. He climbs the ladder.
He said he's going to the loo.
No, I said toodaloo.
Oh, okay.
All right. So we go up. Are there rooms, or is it just pretty much just curtains?
It is. What you'd expect the upper area of a barn to be.
Oh, perfect.
A loft with just beds and curtains.
Love it. Are we all in different?
There's no privacy whatsoever. It's a barn with like little beds with curtains that have kind of been built around the bed so people can like get into their bed and pull the curtains across. But you walk up, you climb the ladder, and there's just people up here at the top of the barn just hanging out.
What do you guys do for a bath around here?
They gesture down near the end of this area where there's a big curtain that's currently open, and there's a huge wash basin big enough for one person. We share one at a time.
Okie doke. Hopefully none of you are off-put by 12 different kinds of blood.
No.
As to be expected from those that fight those coming out of the abyss.
Correct. And there's a curtain for your privacy.
Appreciated.
And Orian's like, you know what? I'm just gonna skip the bath, I think.
Does my tiny hut have a bath in it?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh man, that'd be so nice.
It would be
You
nice.
gotta wait to get Magnificent Mansion and for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, Gravel's just gonna try and take a bath for the foreseeable future as much as it takes.
All right. Honorian's just gonna pop out a flask of his water and just start dumping it on himself and just wiping off dirt. There, done. Bath.
Just like on the floor.
Yeah, just like done. I'll wait till we're somewhere else where I can get a better wash.
I'll wait for the bath and do it properly.
All right. Ozian kind of like sneaks off somewhere into the top of the barn, make sure no one's looking, and then just shape changes into an individual who looks clean and smells clean.
That's how you get ants.
Yeah. Like he doesn't shape change into a different person. He just shape changes from a dirty version of himself to a clean version of himself.
Yeah.
He's like, I watch the dirt goes away when I change, so I'm not comfortable bathing in my natural state in front of soldiers who kill things that come out of there. So
Yeah, that's a good point.
there's really no privacy up here in this loft, is there?
Not really.
We have to talk very quietly if we want to say anything secretive.
We say anything secretive?
You're muted.
Gravel's just in the background. Gravel just says, "Who's got secrets?" As you hear him just kind of scrubbing in water, splashing around.
One of the soldiers, you can kind of see some of the soldiers are like gambling at like a small little area where they've tucked themselves away. They kind of see these new adventurers and they're like, "You want in?"
And what are you playing?
What is gambling?
Oh.
Placing bets, essentially.
On anything specific?
Specifically what we call the knife game. Put your hand on a table, and you see how quickly you can put a knife through your fingers without actually stabbing yourself.
I can't risk my fingers, sorry.
Anyone else interested? Honorian's like, tempting, but no. Lindak's not here right now, so Lindak can't be like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
I'll do it.
Okay. They're like, oh, excellent.
Can I bet on him?
Maybe
Well-
don't. Maybe don't.
Oh, don't? Okay, then I won't.
Or maybe do. I don't know. I don't want to tell you how to bet.
All right. How much? We're betting basically how long it takes before we stab ourselves,
Oh, okay.
if we do it all. We generally play 5 rounds, and if we get through all 5 rounds, blah blah blah, easy. So, how many rounds do you want to bet on your friend? How many rounds before they stab themselves?
I've never seen this game played before. I don't know what would be considered typical.
Puts his hand on the table, takes a knife, and just.
Okay.
It's pretty difficult to go 5 rounds.
To go 5 rounds, that's considered difficult?
Yeah.
Are you feeling confident, Enoch?
Yeah. Yep. Sort of.
Well, if 5 rounds is difficult, surely 4 rounds would be a somewhat safe bet. How much would one usually bet on these things?
Minimum is usually 10 gold. Maximum, you can bet as much as you want. But the minimum we usually do here is 10 gold.
That's the maximum?
Yep. The minimum's 10, but there is no max.
Oh, I see. Are you putting in, Enoch?
Sure.
Alright.
Let's 10 go down.
Ryan's like, you know what? I can get on this. I don't have any gold. I just noticed my other party must have robbed me when I was in the slab. Well, I'll watch.
Sorry.
You want I if it's 10 gold, I'll bet 10 gold that he can do 3 rounds. How about that?
10 gold on 3 rounds. Okay. And then the Drow looks at Enoch. And what about yourself?
10 gold, 2 rounds.
Feel less confident. Yeah.
A realist.
All right. He hands you the dagger. Put your palm out flat on the table.
Hey.
And you gotta just stab in between each finger as quickly as possible. If you do really badly, you might sever a finger.
Okay.
So just be careful.
Right.
Could I give him a tune for?
No
No?
magical influences.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
You could, but then we would take your gold. No cheating.
Okay,
allowed.
fair. I will not touch anything. I will just watch.
All right. Enoch, sleight of hand
Mhm.
check.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Oop, that's a 6.
The dagger just sinks into your thumb, and you just cut off the tip, like a little bit of the tip, not much. And he's like, "Well, that's 10 gold from both of you."
Yeah. All right. He's gonna do 1 hit
all
point.
right.
Yeah,
his
it's
flail
like
hands.
1 point hit point of damage. Just
Yeah, he'll heal it back. He'll put the little piece, and then he'll do his lay on hands,
okay.
or attempt to.
Yeah, he works. Oh yeah, right. Roll me a d20 plus your whatever modifier paladins use. I can't remember for casting.
Charisma.
Yeah, d20 plus your charisma mod.
Oh, fuck. 13.
Land hands works.
It works or does it?
It does.
Okay. Oh.
You know what?
No.
Having seen it done, I think I could maybe win back that money, if possible.
So you want me to bet on what?
I think
I'll bet on her. I'll do 20 gold.
I'm gonna do 20 gold as well,
Oh,
20 gold pieces.
and I think I can do at least 2 rounds.
so if she does more rounds, and
Yeah, could we get more?
do we? Whatever.
So, because there is gambling rules that I'm looking up right now, and Talindra asked about wanting more money. I'm gonna roll the DC for this check because it says you have to
Double
roll
or
it.
nothing.
So
Let's
that's
go.
that. The DC is 5 plus 2d10. 9, 14. Ooh, that's a high DC. If you wish, yeah. Make me either a wisdom, charisma. Yeah, Talindra, give me either persuasion or intimidation. It's probably more persuasion. So give me a persuasion check. I've rolled for the DC as per the gambling rules, and it is a stonky DC.
Persuasion. That is a 21.
DC was 19. Okay. He's like, I'll double that if you.
Or you can do more than 2.
Yeah.
So 3 rounds and I get double. All right.
And I'll
Okay.
say,
This guy's just interested in watching you lose.
and I'll
fingers.
say, because of how this is going, if you get less than 2, I think we'll double how much money you lose. How's that sound?
And it's double or nothing.
Double or nothing? Sounds good.
That sounds fair.
Okay.
So your bet is now 40 gold.
It's so dumb. Oh man.
All right.
Okay.
That's gambling. That's gambling.
He hands you. How many rounds? He looks at Enoch for your friend here.
Oh, let's do 2.
All right. So he looks at you. You'll get 20 gold if she gets more than 2 rounds or more. Looks at Talindra. You'll get 40 gold if you do 2 rounds or more. I want to bet you get. Looks at you. Examines your hands. I'll say 1 round.
Okay. I'm hiding my calluses.
And I'll put in, you know what? I'll put in 20 gold as well. So now the pot has doubled a bit. But it's being split up, so we'll see.
All right.
So, Tal, if you... Oh, wait. Nope, this is wrong. Tal, if you do 2 rounds or more, you get your 40 gold plus this guy's 20 he just put down. And I think you also get Enok's 20.
Well, he can keep that. Yes, he would.
All right.
Yeah.
Sleight of hand check. I got to roll for the DC for this one, too.
And I want to be very clear that I am using my right hand as the one that I'm not using my fretting hand.
Okay.
So the fretting hand is doing the knifing.
All right. Sleight of hand check.
This is a sleight of hand.
Yep. I got the DC right here. I rolled for it.
17, the first one.
Ooh, the DC was 16, so first round is a success, which means
Okay.
let's roll the DC for the second round. 11. All right, another sleight of hand check.
That's a 29.
That's 2 rounds. He's like, all right.
Okay.
All right. So, Talindra, you get 60 gold pieces.
Okay, and then I try for the third round.
You're not gonna
Extra?
get. You're not gonna get any extra now. You didn't. You.
I thought it was if I did 2, I got the amount stated, and then if I got 3, then I got the double. I thought it was.
You just got the double.
He only thought
okay.
that you were going to get 1 round.
Yeah. So you just
He
got
bet
the
a
double.
1.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So you just got.
Awesome.
You just got 60 gold pieces.
All right. I put the knife down. I say,
All
pay
right.
up.
Roll me a d6. Because you did surprisingly well. In
Yeah,
his,
I have
in his eyes.
sleight of hand is my,
In his eyes, you did surprisingly well.
5.
I'll write that down. He's like, you did really well.
Yes.
There's someone that, should you want to make more money, there's a person who might interest you in this sort of money-making scenario. Doesn't have a name, but he's referred to as the Twin Snakes.
Twin snakes.
And you can find
He's here in
him.
Bazzoxan?
He is not here in Bazzoxan. No, he is. Ha ha ha. No, he is. The southern edge of this town. That's where he lives. He does more high stakes gambling. And I'm afraid we can no longer gamble together.
All right.
He hands you your gold and he gets up from the table and walks away.
Thank you very much. Pleasure doing business.
Of course. Gravel's still washing
Yeah,
up.
I imagine
So that was
Gravel.
60 gold I just got.
I imagine Gravel can hear pretty much all of this happening
Oh yeah.
based on. Does any of this trigger any red flags for kind of shady businesses that he's had access to? Like, does this trigger like something that might go like, oh, this is clearly like black market / like fencing / like underground type of work?
I'll say for the purposes of this, because you were showering and didn't have any eye contact, you can do an
Well-
insight. You can do an insight check, but the DC is going to be
Okay.
a little.
Okay. Like, I wasn't sure if like the way that he was speaking would count as thieves can't. For instance, like how
It didn't
thieves
sound
can't-
like it.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll do an insight. 14.
You're not super sure,
Okay, that's all right. There's probably
but some
a
of
lot
it, some of it was
splashing
some of it
going
sounded
on,
like a
so-
little like. Some of it sounded a little shady, perhaps, but like
Okay.
nothing.
to put him on edge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just you probably get the sense that Talindra probably caught the eye of a crime boss.
So nothing to put him on edge.
But like, yeah, like you can't gamble here anymore, basically. go gamble somewhere else. Yeah, and
Gotcha.
with this
Makes
individual, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. That makes complete sense. Like anybody who's rolling hot, they kind of
Yeah, it's
don't
basically like,
around the.
yeah, like I said, she did surprisingly well against this guy's first impressions. So that's why we rolled a gambling complication.
Yeah, Gravel's gonna finish up washing it.
Okay.
Well, that was exciting.
Yes, it was.
Oh wait,
wasn't
Enoch,
it?
you just Enoch is also given 20 gold. So
Oh, right.
Enoch just gets his money back.
So
Yay.
was that separate from the 60, or
Yeah,
was that
was
part
separate
of
from the
it?
60.
Okay.
So Enoch just gets your money back. Enoch, you just get your money back.
Thank you.
Yep. And eventually, Gravel finishes up bathing, and
Can Enoch make his way to the water that Gravel was at?
Yep.
Is it nasty looking?
It's
Probably.
gotta be. It's gotta be.
it's like when you're like cooking like a type of soup, and there's like the scum floating on the surface. You gotta like scoop it with a spoon.
Some abyssal type monsters, zombie blood, just like all the Icarus grotesque.
He's gonna take off his holy symbol and like look over his shoulders and stuff, and he's gonna do a quiet prayer, and he's gonna dip the holy symbol into the water and cast purified food and drink.
Charisma check.
Oh my god, this would be the one that it fails. A 5.
All right.
Like, nope, you're bathing in
Yeah,
that.
you're bathing in that. Yeah.
He wipes it off. He's not better than that.
All right. Lindak eventually rejoins you all upstairs at the little table you're sat at.
You missed it. We were playing some games. It was quite fun.
Wait, what?
Oh, it was nothing. It was
No, which game?
Look,
we were playing a game with knives.
Oh no.
Oh,
Talindra gets to meet 2 snakes.
there was something about a man named Two
Uh,
Snakes.
That makes sense.
Oh, it was a man. Or was it 2 snakes?
The Twin Snakes is a crime lord here in Bazzoxan.
Oh.
Well, sort of. It's a crime lord that kind of moves around all of Xhorhas and all of the Empire, kind of not in the same place for more than a day.
All
I
right.
don't like arrest him or anything.
No, because he doesn't really do anything to. And this place is all soldiers, so every time he shows up, we're kind of just like, whatever.
Whoa.
Let the soldiers have their gambling fun. But most of the crimes he gets up to happen in the Empire. That's out of our jurisdiction, because, Empire territory. He's a crime boss. He used to work for the Myriad. Looks around when he says the Myriad. But used to work for the Myriad. Got kicked out for...
You guys may or may not notice Gravel also do a very subtle like left-right look with his eyes when he says Myriad out loud.
Does Gravel's
What the fuck
heart
you
beat
doing, man?
faster? Does Gravel's heart beat faster?
You don't know. You can see now. You don't have
I
your...
still have blind sight. Or did you take
It's
that
gone.
away? Oh no.
When you got fixed, essentially in that ritual, you lost your blind sight.
Oh no.
Yeah. Because you're no longer blind.
Oh gosh. Okay, so I have to get rid of that. Okay.
You still have your blind fighting. You just don't have blind sight anymore.
That sense. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
And
But just to be clear, you knowing Gravel, you would pick up on him kind of going a little rigid and his eyes just going like, "The fuck is this guy saying out loud?"
Right.
so Lindek's like, the Twin Snakes used to work for that organization, and they got kicked out for undisclosed crimes. You shouldn't have played
Right.
the knife game.
So we won't go and talk to him then. I don't think I was.
Well,
You might have to now.
Well,
Why would I have to? They said that I might be interested. They didn't say.
see, in the underground community, Talindra, there's there are implications. You are a potential either threat or asset to them. You've shown your, shall we say, dexterity in / usefulness in either winning something that requires extensive skill. So
This is ridiculous. All I did was play a game. I'm
You
a
know-
violin player. Of course,
Hey.
I'm good at knife games. This is.
uh,
They think I'm. What is it? They think? They think that I'm.
They probably
Talindra?
they probably think they could hire you to do some things
Yeah.
for it.
Talindra, I don't make the rules, but I know how they think, and I will say, as a person who has traveled with you, you are incredibly useful. Like you are an amazing person, and clearly they have an
Thank
eye
you,
for
but-
talent. The problem is you played a kind of shady game, and
Yeah,
so they kind of attach that as like a personality thing. So they're thinking you're like a person who likes to take risks, like this guy.
Well, I don't. What am I supposed to do now? I mean, I shouldn't have even been playing a game like that in the first place. I can't afford to lose a finger.
I mean, actions speak louder than words to people, you know. So we
I
have to-
suppose I didn't
we're gonna need
realize
to-
I was.
it's okay. We're just gonna need to show up, have a chat, and if they want us to do a job, we'll either do the job or do the kind of job, sort of, depending on the context. So we're just gonna have to play it by ear.
Do you know this group at all, Gravel? This.
Does he know the group at all?
There was no name of the group yet.
Oh right.
I mean, I haven't heard of the twin snakeheads or whatever the heck it's called, but I know the other name that was dropped. So,
And they were kicked.
What other name?
The Myriad.
it's not one that
Oh.
we can really say out loud. Enak. I mean, at least not safely. I mean, I trust everyone here, but it is a small space, and it is kind of a death sentence to say it out loud. That's why you never have heard me say it. But yeah, honestly, so far no danger. It's just a matter of piquing someone's interest. Someone's interest has been piqued in you, Talindra. So you can either pique their interest more or present yourself in a way that might make them disinterested, but not in a negative way to eliminate you.
Well, maybe when they see that I'm just that I'm just a musician, and
Well-
not a pickpocket or whatever it is they think I am.
I actually have enough confidence in your skill to
Well,
convince them that, I mean, you are who you are, and that's not really something that you can really get into. Or maybe that is. Is that something you might get into?
I mean, I want to be a world-class musician. I don't want to be involved in crime, particularly.
Well-
I'm.
I mean, I didn't really want to be involved in crime, but like sometimes it's very useful. I mean, have you ever been around a place that has had a siege?
Siege?
Yes, a siege.
I don't think so.
Well, in cities where there's a siege happening, you see royalty, kings and queens ask for advice from the underground, the thieves, as to how they get in and out of the city through secret means. Like, that's something that is kind of almost necessary for society.
I understand that. I'm not saying I have anything
circumstances.
against crime, but I don't
Oh, no.
particularly.
I wasn't saying that either. I was just saying there is a little bit of complexity here. It's not like black and
Yes.
white.
I just worry about how this might affect any reputation I might have.
That's a good call. I mean, I can make disguises and stuff. Maybe we should disguise you.
Could disguise me.
Probably won't work. They're very good at seeing through disguises.
Who's talking?
Lindak.
Linda. Good.
Well, I suppose we'll go to them, talk to them, see what they want. If you say this is what we need to do.
I mean, it's best not to ignore. I mean, the last time let's just say, it'll be easier to just kind of go with the flow and, I guess in your instance, be honest. Most other people would have to lie, but you have the benefit of being honest and can probably get out of our current predicament.
Right.
We can be your bodyguards.
Yeah, I would appreciate some backup, especially you, Gravel, since you seem to know about these things. Or would that be bad?
Well,
I'll just
I
be
mean,
big and
no.
imposing.
It won't necessarily be bad. It's just that I'm more freelance. Never been a part of any of the specific groups. Just done my own thing.
Right.
A little bit of charlatanry, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah. Right. Still, you seem to know more than I do. Other than being in seedy bars, this is about... Oh,
Just know I've
Oh, I
got
know.
your back, okay?
all right.
You can proceed as you would naturally, and we'll probably be all right. But if not, I'm right there. I'll let you know if anything looks bad, okay?
All right. Shall we go in the morning, or...
So, okay, first bit of news, we're probably gonna have to go at night.
Lindak
Oh,
nods.
right.
And I can't come with you
Oh, well, yes, that
because I'm part of
makes
the
sense.
Aurora Watch, and I can't be going to a crime
Yeah.
syndicate.
Yeah, it's a big red flag.
We do have your... You aren't going to go telling people about this, are you?
No,
I'd appreciate that.
unless you happen to commit crimes here in Bazzoxan, then yes.
I am not intending to commit any crimes, for what it's worth.
Fair enough.
I did have a possible request from you, Lindak, before we part ways. I was wondering if you know of any teleportation circles in the city.
We don't
Yes,
really have the need for them.
You know, so there's none here.
No. The
Right.
Aurora Watch generally, that are stationed here, never leave.
Right, okay. Well, I figured it was worth asking. That's all.
All right. Well, it's 11 a.m.
We have a whole day.
of nothing,
I'll lay down.
essentially.
For a little bit. Enak's gonna go lay down, and he's gonna kind of dangle the holy symbol, kind of twirling it.
Okay.
Not really doing much, just lost in his own thoughts.
Gravel's gonna give, if she's willing, Gravel is going to try to give Talindra a crash course in Thieves' Cant. Obviously not fluent in it,
I
So
mean,
it's
just like
major words.
something to get her kind of like
started.
her footing. Yeah.
All right. Let me just pull up the rules for this kind of stuff because they are those.
Just like the main either phrases or symbols involved.
I know there's rules specifically for trying to teach languages and learn languages. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Alrighty. So for her to given enough free time and the service of an instructor, a character can learn a language or pick up proficiency with a tool. Receiving training in a language or tool typically takes at least 10 work weeks.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like that, I'm completely recognize that an entire language takes a long time.
And training costs 25 gold per work week. That's to pay a trainer, though.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll owe you
doing it
one. Or you owe me one.
So, for
Gratis.
the purposes of actually teaching someone a language, and there are rules in here for reducing the time, I'll say for the purposes of this, and you trying to teach Talindra Thieves' Cant, Talindra, I need an intelligence check to see how well you can pick this up.
Okay. Intelligence. Well, that's an 8.
It's rough.
Unfortunately, nothing really sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, so this symbol right here is like to take something from someone else.
Okay. And
That doesn't necessarily mean steal. It means a couple of other things. So
And
so
I
how is that
imagine
different from these two symbols look very similar.
well, I mean, yes, you're right, but
This one is-
also not. Sorry.
This one is take from me or take from this you taking from me or me taking from you?
Just to take from someone else, but you can also take from yourself, so it gets a little muddy. How do I phrase this?
Like different tenses or different
Not in the past and present, but in the
conjugations, different conjugations.
but in the me to you.
Yeah, this is not I'm not following.
I knew I wasn't that great as a teacher. I mean, you know what? We'll break now. Let's grab something to eat, take a break,
Mhm.
try something fresh in like an hour or so.
I'll try to write a song that helps me remember.
Okay.
Writing like the alphabet song for I get too caught up. I start like doing harmonies and stuff. Anyway.
That's awesome. That's so
All right,
awesome.
we'll say that passes 2 hours, bringing us to 1 p.m.
Right.
All right, so after a lunch break, okay. So let's get rid of symbols, right? We just did symbols. Symbols are tough. Maybe language is your thing, right?
All
I
right.
mean, everybody's got their stuff, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if I say I have an item to sell for about the price of a goat, what does that mean to you?
It means you have an item to sell about the price of a goat. I'm lost. I'm
So, like,
lost.
So when it comes to speaking the language of a thief, or the thieves' cant, as it's so spoken, things mean not exactly what on the surface. There's a lot of subtext.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that. Gravel,
Yeah.
I appreciate the attempts. I don't think I'm going to learn much these can't today, and I think the time could be better spent possibly perhaps getting some money from performing in the bar or something like that.
You know, that is valid. I'll enjoy that and a drink.
Right, but I do appreciate the attempt.
Hey, we're all friends, okay? So if ever you feel I don't know, guess the need or drive to learn a little bit more on that front, I'll be here.
Well, perhaps when we have more time, we can do that more properly.
Sure.
But I would definitely appreciate when you're with us. If you're coming with us, to give us indications. If you
Oh, yeah.
can message me or something.
He just nods.
Good. Well, right. I'm going to go to the bartender,
I'll get the best swill they have to offer.
and I say, "Is it all right if I play in here?"
We tend to not have live music because this is where the soldiers sleep, and
Never
because
mind,
we don't have any privacy areas up in the sleeping area, so we generally don't have music at all here.
No. All right. Well, never mind then. Thank you.
Of course.
And I'll just sort of, I don't know.
Gravel with a full drink. Can I take this with me?
Yes,
Thanks.
and that's 3 silver.
All right, 3 silver. Thank you, Justin. And he'll join Talindra wherever she goes to try to make use of her time.
Well, first off,
Enoch, where is Enoch
yeah,
right
what's
now?
Enoch up to?
He probably dozed off
Oh, okay.
while he was kind of meditating. Not really. He's really not that. Really wasn't meditating. He was just kind of in his own thoughts about what he could possibly do to fix this, and he probably fell asleep. So he probably fell asleep during that whole exchange, even after lunch and stuff. So yeah, he's out.
All right.
So he's upstairs.
Lindex
Okay.
Lindex, like, upstairs. Lindex also like putting on his Aurora Watch armor.
Okay. I'm just gonna head out and try to find a place where I can busk. Try to make some coins. Is there any late? No, there's not really. Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna find a.
When
relatively
I
quiet
made
place.
Lindex say Bazzoxan has nothing to it.
There's nothing.
much to
There's
it, yeah.
okay.
It's
All right,
just a place
I'll
for
find
soldiers.
the-
It's just a place for soldiers to live and do their business 24/7.
Okay, I'll walk around for a bit, be like, this place is very dull, and I'll come back to the inn, and I will just sort of be writing music or something, just like in my
All right.
notes.
Talindra, it seems dull now, but I imagine we're gonna have a very different view once the sun goes down.
You think? Because of where we're going?
Maybe.
Yeah. That's probably true.
As you're all upstairs, Lindex putting the rest of the armor on, fitting on the Aurora Watch helmet. Goes over and kicks Enoch's bed.
Hey.
Lin,
I got
you
something.
look intimidating, Lindak.
I got something to say to you all. Come on, Enoch.
All right.
Yes.
Stumbles out.
Let's go outside for a second.
All right.
He's getting everybody, yeah, except Ornorian and Ozian. Actually, he's bringing Ozian too. He's letting Ornorian just kind of do his thing. Ornorian's kind of just like sitting in a corner getting shit-faced. Oh, it's the first time in so long since the calamity. So that you guys all call it, and everyone's kind of looking at him like, yeah, okay, sure.
Must be such a lightweight after all.
Sure, since the
thousands of
calamity.
years.
He's like, yeah, of course. But you all go outside, and Lindak is all in his armor. He's like, I think this is it.
You're heading off?
Yeah. I'm leading the task force down there to deal with that thing that we all saw.
Well, good luck. I hate to think of you going back down there.
Yeah, that's terrible. When you talk about that thing, you mean the big beast, not the invisible one.
The big one.
All right. Well, just watch out for the parasites on it. All right.
Yeah. We should be okay.
It seemed like the noise was bad, so remember to plug your ears if you need to. Have a plan with your team beforehand so that you don't have to rely on verbal communication.
Yeah. Might be hard. None of us use magic. So we'll be fine. This isn't going to be much help because I'm not going to be having the second half of this, but maybe when Varen comes back he can give me the other one. And he hands one of you his sending stone. Just a singular sending stone. Just in case you need to get in touch.
This will contact you.
Me directly once Varen comes back and gives me his copy. Yeah.
Grub will let Talindra take it.
Alright, you can add a sending stone to your equipment.
Do you know when? So you don't have the stone right now. We have to wait for Baron to
You have
give it to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is just mine.
All right. My equipment.
And yeah, just keep trying every day, and you'll know. Or I can try contacting you, regardless. But if you try contacting me and I don't have the stone, you'll know that instantly, and the spell doesn't get cast through the stone. So you don't waste it if you try.
Right. Good. Well, it's good to have a way to reach you. Make sure you're all right.
Yeah, and should at any point need backup for anything, that makes sense for having backup, I'll do what I can.
Knowing what you're going up against, do you need anything? Is there anything that we can,
No.
blessing or something we can give you to
We
help?
have all the blessings we need. And there's a lot of
Except for
us.
this one, right?
And there's a lot of us going down. What?
Except for this one, right? And he holds out his arms, blessing.
Sure.
And he'll just give him like give one of it, because I mean he's a big dude. He's just gonna like
Yeah, he's
give the leg
6
a
feet
nice
tall.
slap.
Six
Yeah,
feet tall.
he's giving that leg a nice slap on the quad and just be like, yeah, that's right.
Sure. No hug back, that's okay. You're a strong type. That I get it.
I'm not much of a hugger.
Yeah, figured so. Anyway, you get it. Best of luck.
Holds out his hand for a handshake for Enak.
Enak takes it and he gives it a squeeze.
You're the muscle of the group now.
Oh,
You always have
No.
been, but you're more so the muscle now.
yeah.
Looks at Talindra. It's been nice.
It has been. I appreciate what you've done for all of us.
I hope you fucking find out what happened to the beacon.
I hope so too.
Alright. Wish me luck.
If you need anything, you know where we are. You know how to get a hold of us.
Yeah. He turns and shouts in Celestial. And then shakes his head, oh right, you all don't know that. And then they start, Lindak and the 15 or so Aurora Watch start marching up to the Umbra gates and towards the door that you all came through, and then they eventually just disappear. Oh, Ozian, let's go. Ozian nods. Not Honorian, Ozian, the doppelganger. He's like, yeah, I'm leaving too.
Oh,
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'm going back home. I'm helping
Right,
Lindak with
right.
this, and then I'm going home.
You know, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
I said I was going to help you guys get here, and then
Like I said, that makes complete sense. It just kind of I got used to you. I mean, you're a friend.
thanks. I guess you're all friends too.
Take care. Don't die.
I have the shield.
You know what? I think you might have something else.
And he holds out the tan bag of tricks to him.
It's gonna be tough there. I know that you know that this was kind of useful in drawing aggression from some of the more stupid creatures, so
Are you sure you don't want it?
Oh, I want it. This thing's useful as fuck.
Then keep it.
But I want you to survive, alright? You saw that thing.
Oh, it's between you and me. I'm not helping him fight that. I'm gonna sneak away.
He gets in close. Oh, I was really hoping that you would just kind of.
I'm sneaking
peel
away.
off
I'm
from
sneaking
that.
away as soon as they fight it.
That's a good call, man.
I don't know anyone anything at this point.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't owe us anything. You honestly, I just took that as like you being a really kind person. So
Thanks.
take care, okay?
Can I have the bag, or you want to keep the bag, right?
Well, you said you're peeling off.
Yeah, I'm
so
peeling off.
I'm probably gonna keep that thing.
All right. He looks around, shape changes into an Aurora Watch soldier, and catches up. And now it is just the three of you standing in the street, and it is evening, and the sun is beginning to set.
I think I'm gonna miss that guy.
Yeah, suddenly feeling a lot smaller. Our little group, our little band.
The doors of the tavern, because this is the kind of person he is. Hello, everyone.
Oh, hello. You were just saying that seemed like there were less people, so
Well, now here I am.
there you are.
It is just me.
Seems like you're having a good time.
I haven't been drunk in so long.
Oh, then it's about time.
If you're all
Well.
not lying and you're being honest about how long ago the incident was where I was sealed away, I haven't been drunk in almost 900 years. I'm quite thirsty.
There's a lot of catching up to do.
I'm very thirsty.
Well, it's probably been about 900 years since you've done anything else. Is there anything else you want to take care of before we do our thing?
Oh, fuck no. This place sucks. Kind of a dump.
Gravel just nods.
There's people walking around, they just look at him like, what the fuck? He's like, no, it's a dump. There's nothing here.
He's
Yeah.
wrong.
All right, Talindra.
Yes.
So tell me, what did they say exactly to you? Because that might give us a clue as to where we need to meet this person.
Oh, and by the way, because I forgot to cover it, Enak did end up cooking that meal. So all the benefits
awesome.
did get. Yeah, I totally
That's
forgot about it.
perfect. Yeah.
No worries.
Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember what exactly they said. I remember they talked about the twin snakes and said that he'd be interested
They're the south of town currently.
south of town. Yeah, they said that he was in the south of town and that he would be interested in seeing me. That's about all they said.
Hmm.
Oh,
Am I getting
before
any-
Lindeck leaves, listen for the snakes, and then leaves.
That's what Lindak said?
Yeah, listen for the snakes.
Based on what Talindra said, am I picking up on anything that might be considered thieves' cant or code speak?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
All right, they seem to be pretty straightforward with you. You just need to head south. Seems like they're kind of holding you up for recruitment, but as long as you play innocent, this should just run its course naturally, and they'll let you live and everything. You just gotta be
All right,
yourself.
so just-
okay. So you don't
All
have any
right, just-
interest,
okay.
but like you just you'll appease whatever thing they want to know about you, and hopefully we can just kind of move past this. I mean, that's all I can really
Right.
gather. That's all I can really gather. I can't speak for this person who knows what drives they have or what they might be going for, but I could be completely wrong. We might have to fight our way out of this, is what I'm saying. But,
This
Oh,
is
fuck.
filling me with confidence.
Right.
but
Oh shit.
you should be fine based on what
Okay.
I've experienced firsthand.
Oh fuck. If we have to fight anyone, I am not in a state.
You
Would
are
you
most
like to
certainly
stay?
not.
No, fuck no. You need me.
Enoch pats his shoulder and he does the last bit of his lay on hands.
He's poisoned.
Oh.
It neutralizes poison.
Charisma check.
Oh, that's true. Damn it.
Oh, no.
Shoot. That's a natural one. You're staying drunk.
As you go to touch him, he's like, I think I feel it. Where and he just pukes all over you.
Oh, good. Listen, this is going to be a very sensitive situation. I understand you're having a fun time, but if you could let us do the talking, just this once, that would be
What the fuck?
appreciated.
What the fuck would I say anyway? I don't know anything.
Well, I don't know. You seem like you're in a state. I just want to make sure
All right,
we're
I'll
making good decisions
Alright.
here.
Ooh, here.
Not a word.
Let me actually let me help you out with that.
And he's actually going to use the tan bag of tricks and pull out a little ball.
All right.
And that's a D8. That's a 4. Tan bag of tricks, an axe beak. Boop. He throws it on the ground.
Axby, this is your new best friend.
This
And he
bird
points
appears. It's
to-
like 6 feet tall with a big axe beak,
Yeah.
axe-shaped beak.
And he points to Ornorian.
Hello.
You guys are best friends now. Watch after each other.
I wonder if it tastes good.
He's just gonna be quiet.
Wait, are we staying here?
I-
Are we staying here then?
Oh no.
We are
proceeding.
going south.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Onwards.
no time like the present.
Hmm.
Yeah,
All right.
start to head in that direction.
All right. As you start heading south, everyone give me perception checks.
Okay.
We'll say it's getting to 6 p.m. at this point. Or rain with a disadvantage.
Ooh,
9.
that makes sense. I rolled a 21.
All right. Gravel.
18.
Enoch.
11.
Gravel and Talindra, you can hear the subtle sound of hissing snakes coming from your right down an alleyway.
Sort of shoot him a look.
Yeah, Talindra and Gravel share a look, and it's just like,
We start to sort of head in that direction.
All right, in the direction, the sound of hissing snakes gets a little louder, and where it gets the loudest is you come to a small little hut. Just a small little hut with a door. Very just nondescript looking building, like it wouldn't stand out.
do I see any thieves' cant or symbols around? Okay, cool.
Does it look like a? Does it look like a thick door, or like are there locks on it? Or
Just a wooden door. With locks on it, yes.
um,
You should probably knock.
well, gravel is that the? What is the protocol here? Do we knock? Do we just enter?
At this point, I think it's best that you, Talindra, act naturally. Pretend that I don't exist. Pretend that I'm not someone who's advising you. Because, well, you being who you are, if you act naturally, they'll see that this either is something for you or isn't something for you.
All right.
And whether or not you want to embrace that is kind of up to you.
All right. Well,
Okay.
knock on the door.
You can hear what sound like 8 locks on the inside being unlocked, and the door opens like a couple of inches, and you can see the face of a drow looking back, the same drow who you played the knife game with in the barn. Oh, you're here. I didn't think you'd show up.
Well, I was sort of under the impression that it was expected.
Yes, you were.
Well, here I am.
Interesting. Opens the door. And they're no longer wearing the Aurora Watch armor. They're wearing more like leathers and kind of sword strapped to their side and a bow slung over their back. Come on in.
I just step inside.
All right. Oh, you have friends with you. The bird has
Is
to
that
stay
all right?
outside.
They stay outside?
Oh, it's fine. I can stay with the bird. There's a...
God, that's probably wise.
He sits on the ground. All right, this way. And the
So
figure...
at this point, I'm going on just on my own. All of them are outside?
Your friends have to come too.
Oh. All right.
Why does that mean me? No. All right. And he waits for everyone to enter, closes the door behind him, and relocks all 8 locks.
Can Gravel give a look at those locks? See if there's anything interesting about them.
They look normal.
Okay, cool.
That seems a bit excessive.
Just a bunch of average
Low.
locks is about as fucking awesome as one really good lock, honestly.
If it's not excessive, it's in case you all try to do something reckless. You can't go anywhere.
Oh, I assure you, we're not planning on doing anything reckless.
Right. Follow me.
Oh, all right.
And that's leading you down these stairs. And it's really dark in here. These are all mostly drow, so they have no need for lights. So it's pitch black.
Gravel's going to cast message to both Enak and Talindra and say,
At this point, we're not a threat. We're more of an asset. So don't freak out about anything, okay?
All right.
Enoch can't see. And eventually, you get led into a chamber that is lit. There's a chandelier on the ceiling, kind of emitting a dull glow, and you see a figure draped nonchalantly in a throne made up of writhing snakes, held aloft by what appears to be magic. So the throne is kind of floating in the air, made of snakes that are moving and slithering. The figure in the chair has 6 heads that resemble cobras, with long, slender necks down to a slender yet muscular form. The figure is wearing a set of flowing white robes with gold strands and a sash made of gold filigree. They have long, slender arms that end in hooked claws, and on each finger is an ostentatious colored ring. Wrapped around the chairs and slithering around the room, so wrapped around this chair... Wait, that's not right. The chair is made of writhing snakes. Slithering around the room, like on the walls and floors, are hundreds of smaller snakes, like this big, just making up the entirety of the area. While up above, on the chandelier, a massive albino anaconda is coiled around the chandelier. And the figure in the chair is like, so... you have come to do business, then. And
Well,
that's where we're going to end the session for the week.
nice. Fucking awesome.
Yes.
That's so cool.
I'm liking this turn.
This is so cool, Justin.
Yup.
Oh man.
Oh man, yeah. Just that little bit of intrigue in there is pretty freaking cool.
And next week I'll have Gravel make a history check, because Gravel might have heard about one of these things in the Underdark, of what the 6-headed snake is.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, but that's it. That's Legends of Wildemount 52, Lindek's departure, because we lost, Daryl had to go away. We will not be filling the slot, because we're 53 sessions in, and it doesn't really make much sense to add somebody in this late into it. But our next campaign that we do after this wraps up. We will of course be casting more people. But until next week, good night everybody. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for Embers of Autumn. So good night.